It's late July here at Groovy Plants Ranch, and today I'm going to show you the tiny garden. So this garden is actually named after a beloved pet that passed away. So I built this garden kind of in her memory, and it's all small plants. Her name was Tiny, and these are all small plants. So this is a special garden to me. It's a kind of a memory garden, but really it's looking beautiful, and we're about 3 years into the garden here. I thought I'd take you on this quick tour of this tiny garden and show you some of my favorite plants. So yeah, through here just a great collection of shade plants, and then there's surprises along the way. It's a little bit of a lie, it's not all tiny plants, but there is a theme through here. So dwarf Japanese maple, Kuranajishi, and then various little hostas. You know, gardening is one of those things where you have environmental pressure. Slug damage has been really bad this year. You can see it on the frosted mouse ears, which is a great tiny little hosta. And in the background, there are some larger plants in the back of the garden, which just help define the space. But here I've mixed in shade-loving plants, definitely a miniature hosta collection like curly fries. There's a great little arborvitae called Brobeck Tower. Yeah, then things like wild ginger here. Here, a dream weaver, look at that. Wonderful puckered leaves in full flower now. Hummingbirds love hosta flowers. A lot of people don't know that. And here's a great little katsura tree. This is actually a golden katsura tree. Here it is in the shade, and it's really just kind of taking on a green. Nice spring gold color though. I love this little dwarf arborvitae here. Look at the shape on that, very cool. And it is hosta season. Unfortunately, the slug damage has just been terrible this year. An autumn fern, brilliance. Look at the new growth, just amazing. And back in this bed here, you can see this is what your Jack Frost Brunnera is going to do. So I've told you about Brunnera before. It's a great textured, deer-resistant hosta alternative. The flowers are done, and it's really just starting to take on that really nice summer color. This is Zingiber Miyoga, so a great hardy ginger. And another really nice ornamental, just getting ready to bloom. This is yellow wax bells, Karinga Shoma, and it gets very pretty, kind of waxy yellow flowers. So a pretty cool shade plant there. So here's just the classic Japanese painted fern Pictum. It loves this spot. This is kind of rich soil here. It's a little bit cooler. And then Lady in Red right here looking really good too. Lady in Red does have the potential to get quite large if the soil profile is good, and you can see it's starting to fill in. A small seedling Japanese maple here, nothing fancy. A lot of the gardens here just end up getting kind of our leftovers or, you know, extra plants at the end of the season. That's probably what happened here. Here's a great Little Dawn Redwood. This is North Light, and the color on this is excellent. It's actually grown quite a bit this year. Looks like we have 5 inches of growth. Great kind of frosty color there. And here's another wonderful little dwarf evergreen. So these, you know, the false cypress and Chamaecyparis and so forth do handle a bit more shade. This one is white pygmy, very nice, tiny plant. So gardening always has its trials and tribulations, and here's a somewhat of a misnomer. This got labeled as Ginkgo Troll, which it was Ginkgo Troll until Briscoe ran through this garden and completely smashed this thing, and it's come back as its understock. So this is just a Ginkgo Biloba, and I'll probably need to move it because it's going to grow to be a massive tree. Then behind it here, Soramatum Variegated. This is a totally hardy Voodoo Lily. A little bit harder to find. Really nice petiole there coming straight out of the ground. Again, needs some shade and rich soil to be happy. That's wild. And here's a fun little surprise. The Soramatum has offset into a variegated form. I never had a variegated one here. That's pretty cool. So I didn't cover every single plant in the garden here, but I would encourage you to meander your way over here next time you're at the ranch. It's right across from the ranch proper, the building. So kind of on the other side of the Armadilla Villa. And it's just this great little hidden garden. I thought I'd take you on a tour. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.